I'm taking my CoverFX Mattifying Primer and I'm going to apply that to my face. Now for my brows, I'm going to be going in with my Benefit brow pencil. This is the Precisely My Brow pencil and it's in the shade 5, which is like a dark brown. Now I'm going to apply some brow gel. I'm using the NYX Control Freak brow gel. Now I'm going to start working on my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using my Morphe Kathleen Lights palette that I just picked up. Well, I actually got it I think about a week and a half ago, and I've been meaning to get on here and show you guys this palette. I know a lot of you beauties already have it already. Look how gorgeous these shades are. They're like perfect for the fall. This green is so pretty. Taking some of that concealer onto the lid to use as my base. There's just some things that I just really love to use my finger for instead of a brush. For instance, applying concealer to the lid. Maybelline Fit Me powder to go ahead and set that shadow on the lid. Now we're going to go into the Kathleen Lights palette. For my transition, I'm going to go into this mustard brown looking color here, and I'm just going to apply that to my crease area. Now I'm going to go into this brown shade here in the Kathleen Lights palette, and I'm going to pop that into my crease. Going back into that mustard shade that I used first, and I'm just gonna bring it back out a little bit as well as blend out that brown that I just applied. Now what I'm gonna do is go into this burgundy shade here, and I'm gonna pop that on the inner and outer corners of the lid. Taking that same burgundy, I'm gonna blend it into the crease a little bit more to kind of connect the inner and outer corner with that burgundy. Going back in with that brush that I used in the crease with that brown, I'm just gonna blend out the crease a little bit more since we applied that burgundy. Now onto the free lid space, I'm gonna go in with the pretty green color that's in this palette. I just thought that these two shades would look very pretty together. So I'm going to pop that right in the center of the lid. The green is gorgeous. Going back into my very first shade, that mustard brown, just to bring out my transition a little bit more for me. So I forgot to press record on my camera, but what I did was I took my Stila Stay All Day waterproof eyeliner pen and I started to create this little baby wing here, and that's where I am. Going in with some lashes. These are my LaFlare, they're upside down in the case, don't judge me. But these are my LaFlare lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these babies on. Now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. For foundation today, I'm gonna be using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation, and mine is in this shade NC50. Now going in with my concealer, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and mine is in this shade Tan. This is another one of those things that I like to use my finger for. Blending out my nose highlight. I just feel like the finger works the best for me. Going in with my Laura Mercier setting powder, I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer. trying to look snatched, darling. As soon as I finish applying it, I go ahead and dust it away. Gonna go in and finish working on the eyes. I'm going back to my Kathleen Lights Morphe palette, and I'm taking that Burgundy that I used right here, and I'm gonna apply that right on the inner and outer corners of my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna use that green shade that I applied on the lid. I'm gonna put that in the blank space right on that lower lash line. Into my L'Oreal Lumi, I'm gonna take this and pop it into my inner tear duct, just to give me some brightness up in there. Now I'm going in to bronze up the face a little bit with my favorite bronzing powder. It's really a pressed powder, but it's by Radiance, and this is in this shade Mocha. And I've been using this for a long ass time, so it's nothing new. This just gives me that nice, subtle warmth to my skin. I love this powder. I don't really do too much nose contouring. For anybody who may have been wondering why I don't do that, it's just because the only thing I do is highlight my nose. I don't really do too much contouring because I really feel like that's what makes me look like a totally different person. And I still want to look like Gloria, so that's the reason why. If anybody was wondering like, why don't she contour her nose? That's the reason why. Using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, I'm gonna apply that to my lower lashes. Being very careful not to get it on my skin because it's a bitch to get off. So I'm just gonna fan that a little bit to allow it to dry, because I swear every time I use this mascara and I look down, that's when I get some damn mascara under my eye. But yeah, I'm just gonna give that some time to dry. Just to test. All right, it might be good, it might be good. I think it dried. Now I'm gonna go in with my highlighter. It's the Makeup Revolution highlighter, and this is in the shade Golden Light. It just gives the prettiest, subtlest, is subtlest a word? Making up words. Up a little bit on my nose. Little Cupid's bow. A little too much on that Cupid's bow. I don't even think I'm gonna use a blush with this look. I am just feeling it as is. Nice and glowy and bronzy. But what I am gonna do is go ahead and line my lips, and I'm just using like a dark mauve type of color to do that. This is a little bold for me, but I'm in love with this color. It's by MAC, and it's in the shade Men Love Mystery. I feel like it'll just give this look a little bit more pizzazz, and it'll also bring out the burgundy in the eye a little bit. Ooh, this is fun. Oh, the green with the lip, beautiful. And that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this look. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment below if you have any questions about anything that I used, about any of the products. If you have questions about anything whatsoever, go ahead and comment below. Hit the subscribe button on your screen right now to subscribe to my channel. Bye. Going in with a rounded crease bar. Blah. Now I'm going in with some lashes, and these are my, going into my L'Oreal Lumi. I'm gonna take the fuck, I can't open this shit. That wasn't even straight, Gloria, like really?